One of my aims for this year is to make myself go out every day. It's a promise I make every year and doesn't always happen. But because I work from home and I live alone, it's really easy to just not go out ever. Or at least when the weather turns really bad and just, only pop out when you really need to. So today I'm at Sainsburys because I have no other reason to leave the house, but I want to get a few bits and pieces. I'm going to add to this what I've bought at Sainsburys because it definitely forms part of how I keep my food bill so small. Routine. So I'm going to add to that when I get back and give you an idea of the sort of thing that I'm doing to keep bills really small. And I'm just leaving Sainsburys now, so I'm going to head home and I'll catch up with you in a bit. Okay, so I'm back from Sainsburys. This isn't a fairly typical shop for me because I normally only buy yellow stickers. I've got one yellow sticker item here, which is rice noodles for 20p, and that should do me for 3 meals. Because a lot of my lunches are £1 stir fries and things, so these will work really well, and that's really cheap. The reason I've bought these things, which are cupboard staples, vegetable oil, tea bags, peanut butter is a little treat of mine, but it helps me when I'm trying not to eat biscuits and things. A teaspoon of peanut butter will distract me for long enough. And the only reason I bought this, which is a Kellogg's Crunchy Nut Butter Bar, is because one of my cashback apps is giving this away as a free offer. So what that means is you buy as normal, and then you submit the information onto the cashback app, and they pay you back the cash into a pot that you then download onto your PayPal, or you'll get it straight away as a one-off thing. This particular one will hold on to the money until you ask for it, so I tend to let it accrue for a bit and then just download it. So that's a little freebie, and you can get lots of this sort of thing if you follow the cashback apps. There are 3 really good ones. There's Shop Me there's the cash smart one, and then there's Green Genie. They're the ones that most people use. But as I said, most of these things aren't things I would normally buy. I've also got 2 birthday cards because we have birthdays coming up in the family. I have accrued lots and lots of Nectar points since I took out a Nectar card, Nectar loyalty card last summer. I don't shop that much, so I tend not to get much back from loyalty cards at all. But I have several of my survey sites which will pay you in Nectar points, and that's why my points have climbed so high. Also at Christmas, Sainsburys were doing if you hit so many points per week up to Christmas or whatever, they would give you lots of booster points. So that's really helped. So I've ended up with something like 8,000 points, which is about 40 quid. So whatever points you have, halve that, and that's the financial value. So that's another reason why I went and bought these things, because they didn't actually cost me any money. So this on my receipt would have... Sorry about that, I had a blip in my phone and it stopped recording. Back to points. So yeah, I had points. You buy things with points in Sainsburys in blocks of 250. So I spent 750 points, and then you have to pay whatever outstanding balance that is. So I paid on my bank card £1.79 for all of this. And don't forget the nut bar, which comes to £1.30, I will get as cash back anyway, so it's even cheaper than that. This is pretty much how I juggle food bills, food offers, food discounts to get down to that £17 a month food bill I was telling you about before. It seems like hard work. You get used to doing it. But I have the time to think about it. I have the time to plan it, to record it, to make sure that I'm sticking to my budgets. If you're rushing around like a lunatic and you've got 2 kids at home and a busy job and whatever, you probably don't want to do this. But equally, if you can build any of this into your daily life and you're struggling with the cost of your outgoings and particularly your food bills, this sort of thing is worth the effort. If I had paid full price for everything I bought last year, it would have cost me something like £1,200. It was crazy. And yet it only cost me £230. It is worth it. I am going to do more on this because I think this is... People are always talking about shopping for yellow stickers and things like that, but so many people are still paying through the nose for their shopping and worrying about buying enough or not buying the right things, not knowing how to cook. And being able to scratch cook means you can save a fortune. A ready meal isn't a proper meal. It's just a pile of sugar and salt and calories. And it's not satisfying. I've eaten them in recent years since I started scratch cooking full time. And they're so depressing and they taste awful and you're hungry again an hour later because all they've done is loaded you up with rubbish that you don't need. So I shall do more on this because I think that there's plenty of mileage in getting this right, and I'll just keep regularly adding some of my best buys. So I hope you found this useful. Any questions, drop them in the comments down there, as people say, and hopefully I'll be able to kind of help you out on that. When I've detailed the survey sites that I use, I talk about the ones where you can earn shopping gift cards and nectar points and all the other bits and pieces that you can get for doing your shop. So bear in mind that there are all those other additions as well as just saving money.